Welcome to the UpNext AI podcast. It's Tuesday, August 18th, 2026, and here's what matters in AI today. Wired reports that Z.ai has released its latest AI model, one framed as a development that security experts had anticipated and worried about. The immediate issue is dual use. The model could help companies find and secure weaknesses in their systems. But the same capability could also make it easier to discover and exploit vulnerabilities. That is the important lens for this release. AI-assisted vulnerability research can improve defensive work, but increasingly capable models can also widen access to techniques that attackers may use. Wired's reporting says it is now easier to find and exploit weaknesses in computer systems with AI. The concern here is potential misuse, not evidence that this particular model has already been used in an attack. For security leaders, the release is another reason to treat model access, testing, and incident response as connected decisions. The question is not whether these systems are useful for defense. It is how quickly protective practices can keep pace when similar capabilities are available more broadly. That balance between model capability and practical deployment leads directly to the infrastructure race behind it. TechCrunch reports that Nvidia will invest $1.5 billion in SB Energy, a data center developer linked to SoftBank and OpenAI. The investment makes Nvidia the sole supplier of compute infrastructure for OpenAI's Ports-Pike data center near Cincinnati, Ohio. Nvidia is also providing up to $105 billion in credit to help build the facility, according to company documents cited by TechCrunch. The site could grow from an initial 4.25 gigawatts to 8 gigawatts of capacity. SB Energy plans a 9-gigawatt natural gas power plant at the site, with a reported $33 billion cost. The story is bigger than one investment. It shows the frontier AI business being shaped not only by model releases, but by who controls chips, financing, power generation, and data center construction. Nvidia is securing a central role in an OpenAI project at a scale where electricity supply and industrial build-out are as consequential as the software itself. For the research note, consider a quieter but critical failure point in medical AI. Bad input data. A new paper on multi-center breast MRI argues that corrupted, inconsistent, or anomalous images can undermine safety and reliability before a clinical model ever makes a prediction. The researchers tested unsupervised anomaly detection as an automated quality assurance layer. In plain English, that means systems looking for unusual images without requiring every possible error to be labeled in advance. Their benchmark covered 17 realistic anomaly types across 6 public datasets, including protocol violations, processing errors, and scans of incorrect anatomical regions. A three-dimensional reconstruction-based method achieved an area under the curve score of 0.936, a measure of how well it separates anomalous from normal data. A projection-based approach with positional encoding reached 0.954 overall. Both performed reliably on more clearly out-of-distribution images, while near out-of-distribution cases and data from previously unseen institutions exposed important differences. The caveat matters. 2 hybrid methods showed critical failure modes, and implants and mastectomies remain difficult for all methods. The takeaway is not that automated QA is solved. It is that medical AI teams can test for data problems systematically and should validate those checks across the institutions and edge cases where models will actually operate. Are you building apps with voice? Elevate your app's voice capabilities with 11 Labs. Their API is a game changer for embedding dynamic, responsive voice interactions in your applications, providing unprecedented realism, flexibility, and latency. In fact, you're listening to one of their voices right now. If you are a developer looking to elevate user experience with natural voice interfaces, this is your solution. Visit upnext.fm/11 to check out their latest offerings. A few other developments worth tracking. TechCrunch reports that Amazon is buying rare books, removing their spines, and scanning them for AI training data based on reporting from 404 Media. Rare and out-of-print texts may offer material that is unavailable online and predates widespread AI-generated writing, raising fresh questions about how training data demand affects physical collections. Qwen 3.827b posted a score of 52 on the Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index, according to Simon Willison. That matched the listed score for GPT 5.6 Luna and sat 1 point behind the listed maximum scores for GLM-5.2 and DeepSeek V4 Pro, despite those two models being far larger by parameter count. It is one more indication that smaller models can remain highly competitive on some broad capability measures. And Amazon Connect has added dashboard reporting on routing steps and agent proficiencies. AWS says supervisors can filter agents by skills, group metrics by routing step, and monitor contacts queued at a specific step. Useful operational detail for contact centers trying to spot bottlenecks and adjust routing criteria before wait times climb. Before we wrap up, a quick note. This podcast is generated with the assistance of AI and is intended for informational purposes only. All referenced articles, research, and commentary remain the property of their original authors and publishers. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. And that's your briefing for today. Full source links are in the episode notes, and we'll be back tomorrow with What's Up Next.